Building.
Hello and welcome back to another Red Resurrection 1v1 here, where I'm playing as Yugoslavia against WavePy as Libya on his map called the Slough, which is a new map coming in the next patch. And WavePy is a very good player. In fact, he's very good. He hasn't been playing that long, I don't think. I think only since the mod released, the Bolt 2.2 released. Wasn't playing during the beta, but he's very good. He seems to get the mod very good with his economy, building lots of units and being all over the place. So I've had quite a lot of challenging games with him. But we'll see how I fare in this particular game. Building a couple of NGs and lots of conscripts to try and capture the 2 oil derricks that are near my base. On the right here. Looks like I think he captured his oil derricks already. Which is something I'm always slow to do, and I guess it's because I'm maybe overly cautious because I assume there's going to be like dogs everywhere already, and there probably wouldn't be, but there is now, so kind of make myself need to be more cautious than I ought to be, I guess. Trying to capture these buildings as well, garrison them with the conscripts. Just to ward off any run-bys through those buildings, I guess. Got the oil derricks. Going for some gems as well. Nice gem patch next to your base. And Yugoslavia is actually one of the countries that's received a lot of updates in this last version, in this new version that's going to come out. They've had a bit of a jiggle around. Their units have been altered a little. Like Taito now remains mobile when it deploys into the artillery mode. It unstealths and remains mobile, whereas previously it became stationary, and that's because it had to. And Ares is actually, and Alex B, who develops Ares, has created a really cool feature which basically allows units to kind of swap between one unit and another via the deploy command, with some limitations, but it's a really flexible tool, and that's what allows me to have this new Taito that remains mobile when in artillery mode, so that makes them a lot more powerful, a lot more usable. Perons have been made a bit faster, so because I want to see more wireless transfers, and to that end Dr. Dobrillo has also been given the ability to have wireless transfers used around him, so that means that we've seen a lot of wireless transfers now, which is really cool. And they've received a new T3 power as well, which you will see a bit later in this game. And also polarity swap has been reworked a bit as well, just trying to make all the countries feel more unique and interesting and fun to play. And Yugoslavia is one of the ones that I felt was a little weak, a little sort of narrow in terms of how you had to play as the country. But I'm going for the classic Solaris uplink here, which is still in the mod. And one of Yugoslavia's potent tools. So I'm trying to get that up early. And apparently an observer has a cockroach problem. Very nice. Got my second refinery up already, so I'm kind of going for the economy, because this map, you know, you do need to secure your economy, like any map. Great statement. I'm trying to do that to build up to a secure kind of mid-game, because I like to play aggressive, and I think one of the reasons I was also going for lots of economy is because WavePy is pretty good on his economy, so I wanted to make sure I could have lots of units. He's got a load of terror drones there, though. They could be a problem for my Scorchers, but kind of throw away at this point. Yeah, they've all got terror droned, and all the terror drones survive, which kind of sucks. But I'm sending over loads of infantry actually, lots of Tesla elites. Yugoslavia still has those, and they're really potent. T2 infantry. Come on, there we go. He's not going to be able to engage me with those Scorchers, and I'm actually moving in. Let's try and attack his war miner here too, because he's got 3 here, and this is kind of his closest ore field. So if I can secure, or if I can push him out of the ore field, it's going to be pretty powerful. And Tesla elites, pretty good, and their sort of shrapnel, Tesla shrapnel, damages other miners, other targets. I think he's actually gonna get the Solaris. Yeah, he does. So not gonna get the first Solaris shot. Didn't get any use actually from that Solaris. Coming down with more units though. I'm really trying to stream across now, since I do have a decent economy for the time being. Take out 1 war miner, and gonna get a 2nd as well. So that's pretty good. Can I get a 3rd? Well, guess we're not going to find out. No, I didn't get that 3rd. War miner is coming down with hammers now, so I need to back off with mine. Especially because he has more, and, well, there you go, they get shredded. Hammers deal splash damage as well, so numbers stack up. Kind of, although, you know, the more you have, the more clumped together they're going to be, and more splash damage they'll take, so swings and roundabouts. I'm just trying to split up my hammers a little bit and do some kiting. Here's trying to get a few cheeky shots off. I do have my machine shop, although he probably has his as well, so it's not actually going to be much of an advantage because everyone does get a machine shop. Got 3 Sukhoi. Went for an early Sukhoi as well, which is something I like to do if I can get my economy up. Really good as Libya to get those up. Going for the nuclear reactor though, even though 3 does not take out a nuclear reactor, so it might not have been the best choice, but it might put him on low power and add a bit of pressure on. So not too bad. He's coming with an attack in my base apparently, and I'm just hoping that it's not too serious, I guess. Pull him back here, and some sick hammer micro. Yay, I should get the emergency repair off. I feel like I couldn't micro it away. I feel notoriously bad at getting emergency repair on the right flipping units. I lost my war factory there actually. I have a few bunkers down though, so I guess he couldn't do too much more, but lost my war factory. Got my Scorchers back reloaded, and the nuclear reactor isn't even fully repaired yet, so I'm probably going to be able to take that out, although he's built a flat cannon to try and protect it. Attacking with my hammers still, trying to keep the pressure on, trying to stop him from being able to use this ore field. There you go, nuclear reactor down, power down as well. And they take a while to build, especially when you're in low power. What am I trying to do here? Just keep pressure on, keep his war miners from harvesting. I guess he would have gone for the other ore field at this point, on the other side though as well, but he's going to lose some of his income. Managed to take out those Ivans before they can get a bomb off, which is nice. Need to back off though. More bunkers coming down. Trying to capture his oil derricks too. Cut off more of his economy. Got a few, he has a few missile Scorchers there, the ones that took out the war factory I think are still roaming around and still deadly. Looks like they're moving into my base, looking at the minimap. Oh no, there's a couple of pretty important Tesla elites. Gonna take out another war miner though, while he runs in, tries to take out my Sukhois, but they are repaired or reloaded, so I'm gonna do a bombing run before I probably lose that airfield. Yeah, that airfield is gone. Got some crazy Ivans too. Don't use them too often. Okay, so now the airfield's dead, I'm actually going to try and save my Sukhoi by making sure that they never stop. As soon as they don't have an order they're going to crash to the ground, right? That's how it works in this engine, so I want to keep them alive if I can. I think I'm building another airfield, actually. Yep, there we go. Can I do it? Absolutely. I felt like they were close. They were close to collapsing then because they nearly stopped and it wasn't quite built up. But I managed to save my Sukhoi. Which saves, that's a lot of money as well. Think about it. That's, what is that, 6,000 credits? So makes a big difference that. Just gonna be a pain to try and keep them moving. Building back up to power. And just mass selecting all my basic units there, trying to get them in. Got a couple of Ivans. I think they're just maybe to try and soften up the enemy a bit. I don't tend not to use Ivans that much, but they are very cool. 3 freedom fighters. Not sure why only 3. That's a pretty unlucky liberation if he only got 3 out of it. Putting some Ivan bombs onto everything. One doesn't actually kill a flat cannon, which I wasn't sure how many it even took. Seal can kill a flat cannon in one, but I guess Ivan cannot. Gonna try and go for it though, because then I can do more Sukhoi runs. Got Solaris ready though, so I'm going to plant it right between those bunkers, soften them up before I go in to try and take it out. Would be better if I maybe sent my tanks in first, just to tank the fire, obviously. That's what tanks do. Oh, there we go. And my Ivan's actually planting a lot of bombs too, so they're going to go off at some point. Look at that, see? I missed emergency repair completely. No, my 1 HP hammer tank, not me right now. Could have saved him. Trying to move around though to make sure he doesn't get that back ore field, and maybe I was thinking of doing a run by as well, but he actually has a couple of flak infantry in those houses, so you know they'd shred hammers pretty reasonably. But luckily, there were a couple of slave miners moving in. Kind of feel like I ought to be expanding now, so hopefully I do soon. Oh, but yeah, I need to kind of back off there a little bit. I don't want to throw away too much. That's what I kind of tend to do often, I think, is just try and be really aggressive, but then end up maybe throwing away too many units and ultimately sort of burning myself out. I managed to take out barracks there, I think, with those scorches. And gonna get this slave miner. Oh, a couple of slaves though. Got a couple of slaves. Another bunker there though. I think took out my flat cannon, and he's actually captured my oil derricks now in the north. So I still have his in the south, but he's got mine in the north. So we've traded oil derricks. Got a lot of Tesla elites here, which, you know, do get taken out by the Scorchers, but they're going to do some pretty cool damage too, because, you know, the Tesla shrapnel will kill the grouped vehicles like that pretty nicely. Hopefully I got plenty of Sukhoi. I'm not sure how many I've actually got now, but bringing them all in. And I'm totally out of ore. Look at that. There's no ore. I've mined it all out. I've got too many miners and too few ore drills, which really matters more than the amount of actual ore on the field, because that obviously gets mined out, and you want to worry about how many drills you've got in your control. Hopefully I'll finish off that war factory as well. Oh man, I'm trying to bait the shots of the artillery to destroy the war factory, because it was left on like 1 pip of health after the Sukhoi run by. Didn't quite kill it off. I'm not gonna trying to do a cheeky little ops tower snipe there, but that was a little hopeful. Little hopeful of me. Building a MCV, so I'm gonna expand and try and recapture my oil derricks, which will help. I'm broke as a joke right now. You know, art reflects, art imitates life and all that. Am I gonna get this slave miner? No, the emergency repair is gonna save it.
Select target.
Gonna save the slave miner. Thinking of a Solaris,
Tech
but
building captured. Unit ready.
not gonna use it. Not gonna use it. Man, those engineers, they're dodging tank shells there. Am I gonna use it? I'm not gonna use it.
Unit ready.
Couldn't catch the engineers, they're too quick. They're Olympic sprinters.
Tech building lost.
Old NGs. Terror drones. Cleaning out my tanks there, so I've kind of lost his front a little bit.
Unit
But keeping on the pressure on the back, and I did
Unit
kind of cripple his economy in the front line as well. So he can't be doing that well, especially since I've run out
Unit ready.
of ore. He can't be doing much better than me, I would guess. And gonna micro the war factory, war miner. Got another ore refinery ready, in fact, as well. So it's really good. I need to redistribute this shit.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
But slave miner's gonna clean up my infantry there. I wasn't paying attention.
Lost.
And they do get
Construction.
Ivan that I had lazing around.
Rally point established.
But now I'm even closer, even closer to his base. So gonna be able to stream
Unit ready.
reinforcements in really quickly. And I'm getting gems, so I'm gonna get a nice infusion of money. Actually, cleverly walling off my expansion construction yard too. Partly because you get spied so often, and it resets your radar, which is a huge crippling blow.
Ready.
But also, I figure I'm going to get grinded at some point, and grinders cannot chew through walls for whatever reason.
Captured.
Some cool story reason, I'm sure. Make something up.
Building. Tech building.
But yeah, they don't chew through walls, so walls protect buildings from grinders. So they're
Ready.
very good to get.
Ready.
Oh man, so many bunkers.
Unit ready.
Not sure what. Oh, oh yeah, I'm trying to capture those on the back as well. And he's sending more engineers. Do you see those two little NGs?
Unit ready.
Are they going to go for those bloody oil derricks again?
Select target.
Well, I'm gonna.
Insufficient.
Nope. Oh, that's the most annoying thing of Yugoslavia, frankly. Is when you want to fire your Solaris and then you don't have money.
On hold.
I'm even pausing
Unit ready.
my units here.
Select
There we go. Soften up the bunker again,
unit.
and sending in my Tesla Elites to die first, because... Oh, and here's one of the new powers actually, the new Yugoslavian power. Holographic Deception creates loads of infantry, basic infantry, well, conscripts, flak troopers, and Tesla Elites that are
Unit
fake,
lost.
and
Ready. Unit lost.
it might not seem like much. They don't do any damage at all. In fact, they're unlike the decoy tanks that the British get. They don't do any damage at all, and they're very, very weak. But they do tank shots, and they also give obviously the illusion of having a bigger army than you do, which makes players change their mind about certain things. It changes their decision making in actually a really cool way. It's kind of surprising how well these things work in multiplayer, but they seem to do. It's kind of like Confederation fake buildings. You can often trick players in spending a lot of resources trying to kill some fakes.
Unit promoted.
And with the holographic deception, you can trick your enemy into thinking you've got a bigger army than you do, and maybe they're not sure whether they should engage.
Lost.
You know, maybe you have a lot of Tesla Elite, maybe you don't.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit lost.
And
Construction
stuff like that I find pretty cool in multiplayer. It really enhances, you know, or really
Unit
exploits the aspects of multiplayer, I guess.
Unit
Because the AI knows when you when you're cheating or not. They
Unit
know
lost.
exactly what you've got,
Unit ready.
because they themselves are dirty cheaters. But
Construction complete.
with a player, there's a lot of cool mind games you can do, and building that into the mod is kind of cool, I think.
Training.
That's why Confederation gets lots of fake buildings. And the UK gets decoy tanks, which have slightly been buffed a little bit. The power has been made more easily available because not many people used them before. Partly because I think they were available a little too late, so the UK gets them a bit earlier, and I think they can be useful too. And especially because decoy tanks actually do damage and have slightly more armor, so they're not quite as bad. And here I'm just sort of mixing them in with my infantry so that his infantry will shoot at the wrong targets, increasing the effectiveness of the real units. Solaris, save me from the bunker. Boom. I'm really hammering on his base here, trying to work my way in, and it's kind of working, it seems. Although looking on the minimap, he does have this slave miners set up on the ore field at the back there, or in the north. He's got lots of grinders here. Luckily I've got actual real Tesla elites, so I'm going to be able to clean those up and take out his machine shop as well. That should really help. Oh no, he iron curtained his grinders though. No amount of Tesla elites going to save you from that. Got a saboteur out though, so I might be able to hijack his grinders or infiltrate something. He's trying to sneak some Taitos through. Man, I always feel nervous when doing this, you know, when you see like enemy units moving past. Like playing a stealth mission. Deploy them here, and you can see mobile Taitos while in artillery mode, and in fact they get an armor buff as well, so they're more well armored but slower, and obviously uncloaked. If you want to escape, then you might want to deploy back into stealth mode and run away with greater speed, and bravely run away. Oh, and he just killed my saboteur with a dog. I'm not sure if I guess that must have been luck, but this is a little dicey though. He's got 3 grinders in my base, and I don't even have a barracks there, so I need to change, build one, and start producing units in my own base to try and stop those grinders that are chewing through my stuff. Like this. He's going for power plants, which is not bad actually, because Yugoslavia doesn't get nuclear reactors, so I'm going to have to rely on Tesla reactors. But he should probably have gone for the barracks, I guess, because now I'm churning out some Tesla elites, which are pretty hard counter to grinders. So, whoa, just probably going to be able to clean that up, but not a bad attack though. He took out a lot of power plants. Luckily, I built a lot in my front line as well. Oh, bunker after bunker. WavePy does build lots of defenses actually as well, which is kind of surprising because you haven't been seeing them that much in the mod, but he uses them pretty well. He just seems to, I don't know, get loads of money and just build loads of everything. He's a challenging player to play. Got my grinder though still, took out the machine shop now, coming back in to kill the power plant, and he really doesn't have a whole lot. He's got some freedom fighters from the Libyan liberation power, but I'm just streaming units across, rebuilding my Solaris. We did take that out, and I'm going to try and steal some money and really cripple him. He destroyed that refinery too, and freed my ore from myself. Tesla coil. Gonna be able to destroy those. Nope. Okay. Need to back up. Run away. Run away. Bravely. And I placed that deception there to try and block the grinder. Although actually they can retroactively thinking about it and retrospectively. Whatever. They can actually just run holograms over, so I guess it doesn't quite work, but it maybe made him turn around anyway, so I tried something. He's put no, he just bombed my vehicle there that died. And he's sending more grinders around. So luckily I saw it this time. So I'm gonna maybe build some infantry. Yeah. when I can be bothered to get round to defending my own base. I mean, why defend your own base when you can be in your enemies?
Unit lost. Construction
And
complete.
yeah, it's pretty
Unit
getting pretty deep in his base now.
Unit lost.
It's a little distracted. I think the grinders are not moving
Unit ready.
just yet.
Unit lost.
Still a threat. And I'm going to try and take out his T2. Oh, successful emergency repair.
Unit ready.
That's like 2 of 3 this game, I think. Not bad.
Ore miner under attack.
Yeah, his grinders are dead there. I think that's it. And WavePy
Ready.
calls GG.
Unit lost.
And it was a good game.